How do we know how to eat and how do we know how to exercise? I'm in the kitchen because that's where the eating happens, but it seems that this is where people get information now for how to be healthy, how to be fit, how to be strong, how to be lean, how to have a stack of energy. Let's go to social media influencers, let's go to Dr. Google, let's go to the World Wide Web and see what the experts in the world are saying about how you and I should get healthy, how we should look good and feel good. Interesting. Because how do they know? How do people know what you like to eat? How do people know your lifestyle? The hours that you've got to exercise, the things that you like to do, the things that you don't like to do. Is it possible that you should be your own expert? You know what you like to eat. You know the exercise that you don't like to do, that you do like to do, or the one that you hate the least. You have a lifestyle that is unique to you. So why do we go to so-called experts to tell us what to do? And as an exercise professional, and I have been all of my life, it's been really interesting because people say that, please Rowie, tell me exactly what to eat. Please Rowie, tell me exactly how to exercise. I'll do exactly what you tell me to do. I just want to have a stack of energy. I want to lose weight. I want to be healthy. But my answer is always the same. You're an adult. Why would you want another adult to tell you what to do? You're a big person. You don't need to be treated like a child. Here's a great question. What do you like to eat? What don't you like to eat? What are you eating at the moment? Why do you eat that way? What exercise do you like to do? What exercise don't you like to do? What's worked for you in the past? What hasn't? And then perhaps learn how your human body works. And I always suggest that. You have to live in this body for the rest of your life. It's more important than any house or any car. This is your body. Your brain lives inside your body. The way you think, the way you feel, the amount of energy that you've got, how healthy you are, how strong your immune system is, how happy you are is all determined by this body. So why not learn how your own human body works, and then you can work out for yourself what's going to be best for you. Because if you go to the World Wide Web, if you pick up your phone and ask Dr. Google, if you ask a robot, if you ask an expert, if you ask a social media influencer, you're going to get what either works for them or what their opinion is, or it could be just a bunch of rubbish. And I think you know that there's a lot of rubbish out there. And people try it, don't they? Well, what if it works? So they put a bunch of stupidity into their brain and into their body and wonder why it doesn't work. Well, here's the thing. Do you want to be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of your life? That's the question I always ask. Isn't that the most important thing? Not for a short period of time, not a diet that you can't stick to, not an exercise program that's too fanatical and too long and too boring and just won't fit into your lifestyle. What's going to work for you? And the fundamentals are pretty simple, and I think we could all work it out for ourselves if we gave it some common sense and logic rather than listen to the rubbish that's out there. And I can say that very passionately because I've been living on the planet for a very long time. I've been an exercise professional for a very long time. And fads and fashions and pills and powders and potions and diets and exercise programs and exercise machines have come and gone. But the world's gotten fatter and sicker and weaker than it's ever been. We are a mess as a human race. You might not be, but the human race is. So obviously whatever's been thrown out to the general public hasn't worked. So what's going to work for you? What's going to fit into your lifestyle? And the question, when people say to me, how do I become a great exercise professional? The answer is always the same. So if you're going to become your own high performance eating and exercise coach, the answer is always the same. How do you get fit and how do you get strong and how do you make it fit into your lifestyle? There's only three things. Because when you're fit and when you're strong and when you can keep doing it for the rest of your life, because it fits into your life, then everything else changes. Because a fit, strong body is healthy. A fit, strong body thinks more clearly. A fit, strong body has high self-esteem and self-confidence, a strong immune system, a great digestive system. Everything works better when you're fit and strong. So how do you get fit and how do you get strong and how do you fit it into your lifestyle? And that's really simple. To get fit, you've got to get puffed. To get strong, you've got to overload all the muscles and all the ligaments, tendons, joints, bones in your body so that everything gets strong together. When you get puffed, when you lift heavy, you'll get fit and strong, and then everything else changes. So how are you going to get puffed? Your heart and lungs are blind. What's going to be best for you to get puffed? And there's a great question there to ask is, does the human body work better in the upright position or kneeling down, sitting down, lying down? Why would you try and get puffed on your knees or sitting on your backside or lying on the ground? Get puffed in the upright position. So what do you need to do for 10 seconds, because that's the phosphate system, the fight and flight system, the 100% effort system that's going to give you a 100% result. So what can you do for 10 seconds at 100% effort to get puffed so that you can get fit? What do you need to do? Well, what do you need to lift? What's going to be most convenient for you to make every single muscle, joint, ligament, tendon in your body strong? And your muscles and bones and ligaments and tendons and joints are blind. They can't tell whether you're lifting a dumbbell, a barbell, a kettlebell, a box of rocks, a wheelbarrow full of sand, your own child, a backpack full of wet towels. I always use those examples because they are the things that people use when they couldn't get to the gym. There was a certain time in history when the gyms were closed, and people just came up with better ideas on how to stay strong. So it doesn't matter what you lift, as long as you're using all the muscles in your body. And don't do it for very long, because if you go for a long time, you're not going hard, you're not going intense. You can work really hard or really long, but not both. So what can you do for 10 seconds? And there's some really, finally, the experts on strength training, staying young, being healthy, having a stack of energy are starting to agree, because they're starting to really look at how the human body works rather than just believe whatever rubbish has been out there for years and years. If you want to get 100% result, you have to put in 100% effort. And the 100% effort is the phosphate system, which is 10 seconds, the fight and flight system. You can only work for 10 seconds at 100% effort. After that, you have to start pacing yourself. So it doesn't matter what you lift as long as it's heavy. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you get puffed, and you'll get fit and strong. And once you're fit and strong, everything works better. Most importantly, if you want to be in great shape, you'll have a fast metabolism. You'll have a respiratory quotient. That's where the calories are coming from that you're burning throughout the day. And we all burn a certain number of calories, but wouldn't we like to burn more calories? But wouldn't we like to burn those calories from fat rather than the energy that we need for our brain to work and our muscles to work, which is carbohydrate, glycogen. So if you want to be a fat burning machine, you've got to get really fit, because a really fit body when you're resting, has a higher respiratory quotient towards fat burning. So it all works together. Get fit, or get puffed to get fit, lift heavy to be strong. And then after that, everything works. I'm in the kitchen where the food is, but when you're fit and strong, you can eat what you want. You eat when you're hungry, you stop eating when you're full. You can eat all the foods that you love, and your body will tell you what you need to eat, because you'll have a healthy hormonal system, you'll have a healthy metabolism. Your body tells you when to eat because you're hungry, and it'll tell you to stop eating because you're full and you won't want to eat anymore, because you're fit and strong. That's how simple it is. So I bang on about this every day, and I get really sad and disappointed, of course, because I'm an old lady who's been doing this for a really long time. When people tell me, I've gone to Dr. Google, I've gone to this social media influencer, I asked a robot, and they're getting all this rubbish information. Get fit, get strong, fit it into your lifestyle, and stay healthy, fit and strong for the rest of your life. Yes, live your life to the max. Super duper doo, yummy food in the kitchen. I love it. Yummy. Woo!